am here with the ChessUp 2 chessboard and a very new account on chess.com at Luke Charles ASMR, and I'm going to be beginning my chess journey here with you, playing online matches against whoever chess.com pairs me with. I know the basics of chess, but I'm rather untested in competitive chess, so I'm not overly confident of any good performance, but this should be an interesting journey either way. I'm sure there's plenty to learn for all of you watching me, whether I win or lose, and I hope there's plenty for me to learn myself. So let's get paired up. I'm playing the black pieces against Bahamala. So let's begin. I'm not very clued up on chess theory, so I don't know the names of many positions. This is something that we all learn as we go along, developing the bishop and the queen with the white pieces is attacking this square which is weak for me. I know that much. I'm going to continue developing this side. That will also let my king out if they were trying to go in straight away with the queen for a quick checkmate. Still going to go for it, but I can't capture this queen, but I can move my king, losing castling privilege. Leaves me pretty vulnerable. This game might not last too long. But every game, win or lose, will be a learning experience for myself. That's pinned my knight to the king. Can't move that without putting myself in check. That queen's in a rough position for me. But let's kick your bishop, see what happens. check. I can either choose to capture with the king or capture with this pawn, which will double up my pawns, but it will open up the b file perhaps for a rook to come out or the queen to come out here, which might be a good way of going. If the king captures, I can get the bishop out, but there's not much point doing that. There's not much strategic advantage for me to do that, so let's capture with that. See what Parmala does. That queen is in a very good position, especially if something else comes up behind it, but there's a lack of development here. They've bent very heavily into the bishop and the queen paired offensive, so it might take them a while for any potential further attack backing up that queen. They might pull the queen back. They pull the queen back into checking position against my king. But now moving my king, I can threaten the queen with the bishop. Which would be advantageous. And I think I will move it here instead of going back where I was, because I don't want to risk repetition. What will Parmala do? I have found, playing against the bots on chess.com, that what I thought I knew about chess is very little, but I don't profess to be any good at it, so. But I have an interest in it, and I have played quite a bit, even at a casual level, so I'm hardly a novice. Pressing the attack here seems prudent. And yeah, Parmala is retreating back, potentially coming in with the pawn here to attack my pawn centre. That would be a good way of thinning out any defence I'll have against what's been a very strong frontal attack from Parmala. Especially against someone like me who isn't very skilled. What do I want to do? this side somehow at some point, hopefully in the near future. But I think I need to develop my kingside pieces, because there's a very strong attack on this side of the board, on the king side. So I need to shore up some form of offensive, and I think that will begin with knight here. There is a castling opportunity here, because Batman's last move moved the knight, so they might castle, consolidating their position. Backing up the pawn on e4 with d3 means that attacking the centre will be ill-advised. That pawn was quite vulnerable, don't really have anything to attack it with other than the knight, which is why they're backing that up. But I wasn't going to really be attacking that anyway, because like, the queen is threatened, that's just going to move potentially into a more powerful attacking position, or trapping my knight, so it would have been bad for me. In this game in particular, I am very underdeveloped with my pieces, so that quick queen attack with the bishop has served Pahamana well, not given me time to actually develop any formation, any semblance of strategy. I've been hard-pressed all game, which is good for me because it's forcing me to consider my options. I've left an opening there. I was thinking of moving this king's rook to the F file, but that won't do very well. I could attack the queen on G, backed up by the knight and the queen. And could potentially give me an attack here on G against his pawn, perhaps backed up by the queen. So let's see how that works. I might be in a losing game at the moment. Sometimes you can have all the best intentions in the world and forces will just come at you a lot stronger, with far more means. So the queen is really playing crafty. But since there isn't much happening on the queen side here, I'm going to develop my queen over here. The worst you can do is trade off, and then I can hopefully try to come back in here on this square. So capture the bishop. See where you go next. I've got a couple of bishops to move to connect the rooks. Bring the knight out now. The knight looks undefended against the rook, but got this bishop, the dark squared bishop, the queen side bishop on C. It's very dangerous because an unsuspecting player would just capture that and then, oh, I didn't see that. Very easily done, speaking from experience. But are you looking to check here? It's protected by the bishop. Pin your knight to your bishop with my own bishop. You capture the pawn here, just capture with the knight. If you check here, just capture with the bishop. If you go here, I haven't really got anything going on, but you're sort of in no man's land, so I don't know what that would give you an advantage, although since you're pretty on my side of the board for an attack later on. This square would attack this bishop here, but as soon as you move this, I'm looking to capture here. So okay. Well, okay, so if I capture this, the bishop will come and take. If I capture the bishop, you'll take with an attack on the rook, although the rook has a lot of mobility, so capture. You're going to capture here. Yep. And I feel confident in pressing my attack here on G2. And then it's just marshalling checkmate. But your next move could be a check here. Now you're bringing out the knight, hoping to pick up my bishop. something in this position. It would serve me to fork the rook of the knight, backed up by the rook here on B, which could potentially give me a checkmate here on the back, on the first rank. So I think I've taken all the venom out of Pahamala's attack. You don't really have much going on now. If you do check here, I'll just come here. You check in here. Okay. Yeah. Going to D8 is a good way out of that. So the knights can't check me in one move again. I have to make a couple of moves to check. So you're probably going to move one of these now to attack one of these pieces. I could get a check here with the bishop, but just attacking the rook if I get a chance and then bringing my rook in would be really strong. You're looking to escape here. Which is good, but it's not quite calming. So I've got my queenside white square bishop defending that, which seems to have fallen nicely for me. I can't say any of that was planned. I'm very much flying by the seat of my pants. Looking to defend on the queen's side with the queenside rook. I need to be really considered now what I do next. Otherwise, I'm going to turn an advantage into a losing position. But I think rook here to h2 gets a check, capturing the h rook, although you would probably go here, so but I can get you a check. Let's try that and see what happens. So a nice discovered check there with the bishop on h3. That seems like your most logical move, and this is undefended as well, and because my king in the way I can't bring this to assist, and without having a queen on the board that would be another piece that would be useful. I can't pick up a check here. attack this rook with the bishop because you'll pick me up with the knight. I don't have any way of clearing the king out here because of the knights. I need to make a move. I just think picking that up would be a good way to go. Take this knight here. King here. Thinking a check on either of these squares by the knight is defended by the bishop and the pawn here. Also open up a check here with the rook. So it might not be lost for me yet, but it's not looking as strong as it was a moment ago. Probably made a mistake somewhere, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. I could sit here all day long and not really see it. Okay, so we got knight going back here. Perhaps trying to tempt me with the bishop. But I'm just going to come in with a check on h8 with the queen side rook. See where we go from here. Get a little back up from the pawns, get them in the game. The centre has been locked off all game, so good play from both sides, I would say. Attack there. Okay. check here. Now you're thinking of capturing it, maybe to push up into a check or capture my bishop. It's a very difficult position. For me it is anyway. If I just leave that, if you push forward, I'll just capture with the king. You capture my bishop. It's not too big of a loss. But if I pin your knight to the king, if you do capture that, capture your knight here, you can't recapture because you're pinned to the king. So, please, by all means, feel free to take my bishop. Go. Bishop is taken, and bishop takes the knight. Yeah, I did kind of forget about calculating the pawn into that. But let's push the check. Right now I'm thinking, let's have the rook. Trade off the rooks. And I feel pretty confident about my pawns in getting promotion. last couple of pawns now, and I'm looking in a pretty bad position. Go for that. Push that. That's it. I don't have anything else to give, so that is all she wrote. Thank you for watching.